Hello everyone, Tara Lynn here and welcome to Pinkoween. This is the practical magic video. All 15 videos in Pinkoween use the same color palette. So I've got Joyful Pink and Bubblegum Pink, Jack-o'-lantern Orange, Fresh Mango, and then black and white to use here and there occasionally. You can follow the exact same color palette by getting these DecoArt colors, or you can just find similar colors and paint along with me. The idea behind Pinkoween is to take this pink and orange color palette, which is really popular this Halloween season, and make some beautiful things with it. So that's what we are doing. I've got a 4-inch surface here. We're getting close to the holiday season, so I'm starting to make some ornaments, but of course you can work on any 4-inch surface. And I've got a stencil marked on here with 16 arms, so that's all you need to paint along. I'm going to go ahead and get started with my center dot. And for this one, I'm going to make this fairly large. I'm going to use my 12 millimeter tool. And I'm going to go white in the center. .12 millimeter center with white paint. And then I am going to feel out the size. I'm going to use 3.5 millimeters, a 3.5 millimeter tool. And we're going to do 16 dots with the light pink. My paints have been sitting, so they're a little bit goopy. Gonna add a pinch of water to thin that down. I have, after all, been using these all month long, so they have seen better days. All right, 3.5 millimeters and light pink. And we're gonna do 16 dots, one on every line. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fit 2 dots in there. I'm not. Oh, I already messed up. Okay, scratch that. See, when you're trying to plan at the same time you're starting your recording, it is trial and error sometimes. But with all of my Pinkoween videos, none of these are planned out designs. I'm just kind of coming up with them as I go. All right, so that was 3.5 millimeters. That did not work out like I wanted. I want to be able to fit 16 dots. So I'm going to go down to 2.5 and see if that'll work better. Yes. Yes. 2.5 millimeters is where it's at. Probably could have gone down to 2, but this will work. So we've got 16 in there. All right, then I'm going to go up to 3 millimeters in dark pink. And then we're going to put another ring of 16. These are going to be offset, so these go in the middle of the previous row. We're going to create a lot of rings to get started, and the magic of this design, at least in my head, what I've got envisioned so far is going to happen with the top dots. So this next ring of 16 is 3 millimeters dark pink. All right, 4 millimeters. We're going to do dark orange, another ring of 16. These go on every line. Previous ring was in every space. The next ring of 16 we're going to do with 5.5. If you don't have 5.5, you can use 5. I'm going to use light orange. These go in the spaces. The next ring is 8 millimeters and white. These go on every line. All right, so we have our center dot and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rings getting larger as we're going outwards. I'm going to get my 3mm stylus and white paint, and we are going to walk the dots, and I am going to do sets of double dots going inward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to do this all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The white paint is being uncooperative. All right, this is a pretty basic design, right? We just started with a set of 16 rings that kept getting larger as we went outward. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to mute and I'm going to dry this, and we're going to add some funky top dots. Right, when I top dot, I like to start at the center and work my way outward, just like with the pattern. That way I'm not getting my hands in wet paint. For the first top dot, we're going to do our center dot, and I'm going to use an 8mm with dark orange. And we're going to do one top dot here on our center. I'm going to top dot twice in the center. All right, the rest of our top dots are going to be in black, other than that center dot. So I'm going to get my black paint mixed up here, because like I said, it's been sitting a while. It's kind of goopy. Would not recommend using the same paint for a month, but here I am. Okay. I'm going to get a stylus. I'm going to start 1.5 millimeters. And in this light pink ring, I'm going to add one dot on the right-hand side of every one of these dots. Kind of like eyeballs looking to the right. So they're not centered. They're centered up and down, but they're not centered left to right. They're on the right-hand side. And I'm going to do this all the way around. So that was 1.5 millimeters and dots on the right hand side. For the next string, 2.5 millimeters, and we're going to do dots on the left side. So the first row, all the eyes are looking to the right. The second row, all the eyes are looking to the left. All right, I'm going to get my 3 millimeter tool, black paint, and in the dark orange row, all the eyes are going to look to the right again. All right, for the next set, light orange, 4 millimeters. You could probably go 4.5. I'm going to try 4. And then the eyes are looking left in this row. And then in this final row, 6 millimeters and black again, and everything is on the right. Now this is a fun pattern to do. It's really easy to replicate with any set of colors, and lots of different mandala artists have done this pattern. When I do it, I call it wacky dots, but it's really fun. It gives a really neat effect, and I love it. So we've got some extra room. And so all I'm going to do to fill that extra space is I'm going to walk some dots. And I'm going to start, let's see, I'm going to do a 2 millimeter, if I can find it. Where are you? Here we go. 2 millimeters. And I'm going to alternate pinks. So I'm going to start 3, 4, and I'm going to do every other set of these double dots. I'm going to walk them out with dark pink. So I'm going to skip one and do the next. Once I have 8 in the dark pink, I'm going to do dark orange. And then in between each of these, instead of walking the dots, I'm going to do swipes. So I'm going to start with the light pink, and I'm going to do a swipe in every other spot here. Skip one, swipe, skip one, swipe. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the light orange in the remaining places. I'm going to swipe. And there you have it. This design is called Practical Magic. If you've created it, I would love to see it. Feel free to share with me in my free Facebook group, Mandala Artists USA, or you can tag me on the socials at Tara Lynn Pugh Artist. And check out my YouTube page for all the other Pinkoween videos. I would love it if you find value in my content, if you'd throw a thumbs up on my video, and also follow my page. That means makes a huge difference to small creators like me. And I will see you in the next Pinkoween video, everyone. Remember, I'm going to add another top dot here in the middle. I'm not going to do that on video because it really needs to dry, but I am going to add another dark pink right there in the center. So I'd love to see your finished pieces, and I'll see you next time, everyone.